Right now, millions of cybersecurity positions remain unfilled globally, with entry-level salaries starting significantly above the national average. This creates an immediate opportunity for anyone who can prove their technical capability. But most people entering the field find themselves lost in a cycle of expensive boot camps, $500 exam vouchers, and conflicting advice on which niche to target first. That confusion leads to a specific mistake: focusing on how to use a specific hacking tool before understanding the systems that tool is meant to target. The industry hype promises a shortcut: start hacking immediately, finish in 30 days, and earn 6 figures. But skipping foundational skills leaves beginners unemployable. The reality takes 6 to 12 months, mastering IT foundations, building a home lab, and earning an entry-level certification. Securing a position on a compressed timeline requires following a script sequence of skill building that avoids expensive educational dead ends. Most beginners want to bypass the basics and immediately download advanced penetration testing software like Burp Suite or Metasploit. Typing a command and seeing an exploit run provides a sense of progress, making you feel like a security professional almost immediately. But learning the tool without the theory makes you a script kiddie, someone who can run a program but cannot explain why it worked or what to do if the output changes. That gap is where interviews fail. This diagram shows why IT fundamentals are the prerequisite. Cybersecurity is a specialized layer sitting directly on top of general computer science and infrastructure. You need to understand how IP addresses and routing protocols function, alongside the administrative basics of Linux and Windows environments. Defensive and offensive security both rely on the same logic. You cannot protect or exploit a system if you do not understand how it operates under normal conditions. This creates a catch-22. You need hands-on experience to get a job, but you cannot get that experience without being hired first. You solve this by dedicating 30 to 60 minutes a day to building a free, virtualized home lab on your current hardware. With VirtualBox, you can turn one computer into isolated virtual machines, a Windows desktop and a Linux server, running on a private network. This provides a safe environment to simulate attacks, analyze logs, and harden configurations without risking real infrastructure. The trade-off is the initial learning curve. You will spend hours troubleshooting basic networking and configuration issues just to get these machines to communicate. However, documenting that troubleshooting on GitHub proves you have the professional habits of a junior analyst. In a hiring scenario, that evidence of practical work holds more weight than a certificate alone. Even with practical skills, you still need a way to move your resume past automated filters. This is where your educational investment comes in. Free certifications, like the ISC2 Certified in Cybersecurity, provide a path to build verifiable knowledge at zero financial cost for the exam or training. While these are excellent for passing initial screenings and showing initiative, they generally carry less industry authority than the established paid standards. Eventually, you should expect to invest in a recognized credential like CompTIA Security Plus to align with most entry-level job descriptions. To decide where to put your money, look at this chart comparing learning paths by cost versus employability. Boot camps represent a high financial input. Their value is highly variable. It depends entirely on whether that specific school provides verifiable placement data and direct connections to hiring partners. The self-taught route, combining a home lab with targeted certifications, requires the lowest financial investment while reaching a high level of employability. The trade-off here is not money, but time and discipline. You are responsible for maintaining a consistent study schedule without an instructor to push you. Unless you require the structure of a classroom to stay on task, your money is better spent on exam vouchers and lab time than on 5-figure tuition fees. The final step is moving from the lab into a paid role, which requires a specific application strategy. Avoid the mistake of applying only to cybersecurity analyst roles. Most of those postings demand years of specialized experience that you likely do not have yet. Instead, target security-adjacent roles. Positions in IT help desk, technical support, or compliance assistant provide the hands-on environment you need to move into a full security role within 12 to 18 months. Use this decision tree for your next step. Budget conscious? Start free ISC2 CC training and a VirtualBox lab for basics. Zero IT experience? Spend 90 days on fundamentals and target IT support. Considering bootcamps, verify graduate hiring statistics before committing tuition. Remember, consistency is more valuable than intensity. Success in this field comes from treating the journey as a strategic 6 to 12-month progression. By following this sequence, you move past the confusion of the learning phase and into a career built on technical competence and long-term professional stability.